Check out this segment here. This one's really one of my favorites. One of my boys, DJ FM of Psycho Realm. You know what I'm saying? Sixth Symphony. You know what I mean? Six-Side Army. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Yeah, we got to have a chance to sit down with him in the studio. He went ahead and talked a little about some projects he has coming up, some events, and so many stuff, man. It's just unbelievable. Much respect to the guy, man. So check this out. DJ FM. This is manystyles TV, baby. You know this. This guy is just one of the dopest, sickest masterminds with the Sixth Symphony Camp. What's going on, FM? What's cracking?
It's cracking. Just right here, Michael. This is my sanctuary, man. This is where I come in and start working on beats, adding scratches to some of the songs that we put out. This is kind of like the foundation. This is where it starts.
Go ahead and give a little bit backdrop as far as, where you came from, as far as like, your inspiration and so forth.
Growing up, man, I'm from Cuban descent, and my family originally, when they came from Cuba, we went from Jersey to Miami, and I spent most of my youth, man, traveling back and forth between New York, Miami, and actually LA. I arrived here in 96, and that's when I was introduced to the group, but they were already working on it and pretty much almost done, actually, by the time that I officially linked up with them, you know what I mean? So I started scratching on stage for the group. I became the on-stage DJ. The album had been recorded, and then further down the line I got to collaborate with them on Sixth Symphony stuff as a producer and MC as well. I was making beats a while back. I never got to throw them on any album, but they already had that same sound that Psycho Realm was working on, because coincidentally, great minds think alike. I found Jack found, Jack and Duke found me, and we were already on the same vibe, man. By the time I really started to present my music to the table for use in albums, we all knew that we were on the same page already, so it fit. There was a heavy, dark element to it that I felt hip-hop needed, you know what I mean? I could see a dope hip-hop show, but I wouldn't feel the same energy that I would feel at a rock concert where I want to break out into a mosh pit, you know what I mean? And I wanted to bring that to the table for Psycho Realm, and it's worked.
There's one show where I was at, I believe it was the one at the Shrine, where security kept saying, like, can you tell them to calm down? Can you tell them to calm down? Do you remember that?
Yeah, there's times where they get scared, they don't know what to expect, and usually Jack or myself or Cynic will jump on the mic and let them know that it's a family thing. That these kids, they get together and they may, knock each other down in the pit, but they extend the hand and they pick each other right up. You know what I mean? So the pit keeps going and the show keeps going. They know they're not gonna fight and fuck up the show for everybody. They all got love for the group. They came to see it. They all want to enjoy that shit.
Can you give me a little insight on your fans?
Now it's a big mix of people who just like good hip hop, and I mean, to me, that's a dream come true, man. I mean, that's what everybody wants to do with music, is touch as many people as you can, and I think we're blessed, man. I guess doing real music leads to real people, real fans, real soldiers, you know what I mean? I mean, ultimately, I just want to create music from the heart, man. Whatever comes naturally when I sit down behind the drum machine or the keyboard or the bass or whatever the hell, I want it to come out naturally. I want it to fit the last thing I did. If I start with drums, let the snare fit them drums, let the bass line fit them drums, let the keyboard fit the bass line and them drums, and so on and so on. And by the time I'm done, I want to look back and say, damn, I didn't compromise that in any way. I wasn't thinking, oh, wait a minute, I need to make it sound a little more like what's on the radio right now, or I need to make it sound like a little more like what I could sell to somebody at some record label with money. I can give a shit about what anybody thinks, really, man. I make what I like and I put it out, and I think that's why we find people who follow us in that way, man, because we make real music.
And then we come into the one and only mixtapes, the street mixes, man. Tell us a little bit about that, because we can see how you kind of incorporated like a certain movie. Why don't you go ahead and let the people know what's happening?
14 seconds into Apocalypse Now, you start the CD and they sync up, whether it's the words or, certain sounds or certain visuals with sounds, and there's all kinds of subliminal shit going on, and
Side harmony is like Jews and abs and balmy sprees. My hut's the gods are stripped, this raw shit's a part of me. Your cold following martyrs me. Street life is haunting me, constantly thinking cops with the friction are trying to slaughter me. No more, it's innocent bystander, or get caught in the click by gangsters, get recorded in a flick by strangers. FBI, ganja in my lungs just to get me by. I'm paranoid to Gary Noise is someone. Go ahead and sit, my head in anyone that crosses the path is found dead. Through TV set, nonsense we sit and fit as a face of violence. We roll the
nights, 2 dimes at a time, I'm doing too much. A grown man who refused to dress formal. I don't get high, I smoke to get normal. So
You've always wondered who's behind the mask. The answer is you.
So the lyrics, the topic, the atmosphere of the song has to do with the same aspect in the movie. The atmosphere, the vibe, everything is just coinciding and shit.
What MCs you collaborated with, even producers and stuff like that, you know, and maybe one that kind of stood a little bit more that you felt like, wow, this is really dope that I'm actually, you know, doing something with this person.
Man, honestly, I felt like that about all the dudes that were on there, because it's been like a long time waiting for us to collaborate. We don't do collaborations and shit, so the mixtape was the perfect platform for us to step up and do that kind of thing. And I think, you know, to me personally, man, I'm a big fan of Killer Priest. He's on there. Immortal is on there. Unique, Ill Bill. I got a lot of really good dudes are on there that I admired and always wanted to collaborate with. So this was cool, man.
Cool, man. So if you had anything really to say to, like, you know, the people out there as far as your supporters and, you know, maybe people that are just inspired as far as what you're doing, what would you go ahead and tell them?
I would tell them just never think that you've seen everything when it comes to us, because the shit that we got planned for the future is not only, you know, uncharted waters for us, because we've never done it, but it's beyond anything we ever imagined doing. You know, from the stage to these albums, what's coming next is going to be fucking incredible, and I think it's going to make a humongous mark for us in the future, man. So motherfuckers better get ready.
Yo, you're watching manystyles TV. I'm your man After Dark, man. Be on the lookout for ADD, After Dark Dominates Dialect, fall 2008. It's gonna be a fucking heater, so you should buy that shit, straight up.
Once again, manystyles TV. Don't forget, man, check out for our next segment. We got DJ Wool for raw trade beats, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Icky, why don't you go ahead and let us know real quick what's going on, bro? I know you got a couple events, you know, popping off. Let it be known.
We got a music festival coming up April 10th. It's on a Friday, April 10th. It's called Deja Vu. So it's in the making right now. Look out for the flyers. And if you want to win tickets, you can go to insoulwetrust.com every Friday and listen to these guys on Zoo Radio. And you can win some tickets 4 to 6 p.m. every Friday. So until then, that's what we got up lined up right now.
You heard it right here, man, on manystyles TV. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you check it out. Manystyles.tv, baby. I mean, it's the only place you're going to get some real raw shit. This is the place to be. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do this, baby. I'm Wacko. Peace out, brothers and sisters.